What's going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today, huh? Can we get a quick round of applause? Come on, guys. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. You know, much appreciated. Much appreciated. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You know that? Absolutely awesome. How is everybody doing today? Let's do a quick roll call. See who we got in the house right now. Scrolling up. Oh, I didn't move my boom arm yet, so it still covers half my chat. So I gotta look sideways. So here we got Ogre MGTOW. What is happening? What's going down? Alexander Fleener, Bad Cat, the Pirate, Budweiser. Nice. Nailed it there. Uh-oh. Where's my other thing? Okay, yeah, there we go. Scrolling on through. What do we got now happening? We do have where am I? Oh, yeah, Skirm. What's going on? Mars Plots. Squirrel Master. Squirrel Master again. What do we got? Hugh Franklin. What's going down? Chris Hanley. Grey Wolf. What is happening? Zapire. Easy Admin. Victor. J-Rod D. What do we got? Clip Sigi. Frederick Mark. What is that? Marcello? Marciano. Oh, yeah, easy admit. Oh, my gosh, I'm all over the place. I'm messed right up. Frank B. Zagatti, Steve Slacko. Is that Slacko? I think that's Steve Slacko.
Red Potts is in the house today, guys. Welcome, Red Potts. Woohoo!
Yeah, so we got that going on. Red Potts is here. Easy admin. Hashrate junkie. What do we got going through? Oh, I just jumped on me. I'm doing horrible today, guys. Nerd Beast, what's happening? I see you. Crypto 440. John Babcock, what's going down? Scaper, I see you over there on the Twitch there. I see Fudweiser1 over there as well. I see Chris McClaskey. McClaskey's happening over there. Rolo6969's over there. What's going on? Lurk at work. Nice little rhyme too. So we got some people happening there, and there's nobody hanging out in the Kickster. I don't know why. You know, people just don't like the Kickster or something. Some issues going on there or something. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We got 92 viewers, 24 likes, and stuff's going on. So, as most of you guys may be aware, Spectre hash rate has kind of exploded over the past couple days. 2.5 weeks ago, it was down to 11 mega hash. Then it went a couple days later to 20 mega hash. Then it shot up to about 175 mega hash. The Explorer has been down and breaking. The web wallet has been breaking. Whoa, hold on. Explorer's working again, and it looks like the network hash rate crashed. Guys, what's going on? What happened? Everyone thought everything was broken. I know. I thought the chain was broken. I went in their Discord a couple times. I was like, all right, guys, the Explorer isn't ticking. It's been an hour. And then sometimes it updates to like 10 minutes ago. It just stays frozen all the time. The wallet's not updating stuff. But I was still finding blocks. I'm like, all right, the chain is moving. I'm staying on. So maybe a bunch of people got discouraged and the network dropped to only 58. We're sitting at 0.007 cents right now. So the price did come down. It looked like it was ready to push 1 cent. But let's just see, what is the current network? What's the probability looking like now that it's, you know, the hash rate kind of fell off? Let's see. Let's look at a single 3900X 10.5 kilohash with the TNN miner. That is about, whoa. That is now $1.26 for a single 3900X. What's my total? I got about 620 kilohash. That's about $74 a day. That's not too shabby. The price is down quite a bit though, so it was about to pop. What's happening? It's probably having a massive crash right now, or people are selling and all sorts of stuff. That's the other thing though. When the network hash rate picks up like that, I was looking in the Discord, Inspector's Discord there. They were mentioning that, oh great, well we only got a little bag, $30 worth. If Spectre goes 10x, we 10x $30, which makes sense because, you know, as network hash rate and everything picks up, everyone starts getting a lot less coins. That means there's a lot less of, you know, I guess when the network hash rate's really low, you know, very few people are getting large bags very fast. And then when it picks up, then it's spread around to a lot of people and everyone's getting low amounts, which does reduce a lot of the sell pressure, depending on if 90% of all those miners are selling anyway, then that's still sell pressure. So there's different ways to look at things here, but it does look like that difficulty and hash rate just crashed out of nowhere. It's down over 50% from 2 hours ago. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. What's happening? Do you guys know what's going on there? Let's check out their Discord. See if anything is happening in the Discord. Engage. Where's Spectre Discord? Spectre, where are you? Let's go to Spectre here. Let's see if anyone is talking about this. Wow. Oh, yeah, they're talking about, I think Cookie is offline for the moment. Dropped about 50 mega hash. Probably come back harder. Can sure tell the difference. Dropped another 15. So, yeah, they're talking about, they're noticing it. 25 blocks per hour to 4 blocks per hour drop last day. And so on. He has done 3x on this hash rate before. So they're talking about some Cookie guy who I guess has a massive influx of hash rate. We're down to 64 mega hash, 80 mega hash down from the highs today. Cooking everyone that got scared out. What? I don't know what's going on. He said yesterday working XMR Zeph. That's what's getting. He's probably get 150 mega hash at least. He could bombard us if he wanted. So I guess there's some guy out there with a massive amount of hash rate, and I guess he just turned off. Kind of like what we've seen happen with Zeph. We've seen this happen with Duro and, other coins where, we got some single entities that are just huge out there, which is pretty insane. Pretty insane how big some of these people really are. What was the other thing I was going to look at? I can't remember what it was. Something else I was going to check out. Great. I totally forgot what it was. Don't know. Is it CPU mining? Yes. So Spectre is an interesting project. Again, it's a fork and stuff, so who knows how it'll really do. I've been kind of mentioning this coin on live streams and Twitter and other places and Discord for over a month now. It's only about a month and a half, 2 months old. It had its first block reduction. It happened every month, kind of like Kaspa, but it's not dropping in such large amounts like Kaspa's doing. So like last month, it was 12 for a block reward. Now it's 11.75. Next month, it'll drop to 11.5. So it looks like it's dropping like, I guess, 0.25 to, 0.25 of a block every month by the looks of things. But what's going on here with Spectre, as far as I am aware, is it's a block DAG fork. You can consider it a Kaspa fork because Kaspa's using block DAG, but it's a block DAG fork, and it's actually Duro algorithm. And it's the whole algorithm, everything is rewritten in Rust. So they're actually live on Rust before Kaspa's even live on Rust. If, you want to go that route or not, it doesn't really matter. But the long term is a privacy focus. And we're starting to see a lot more coins go towards the privacy aspect of things. And as we also see coming from, governments and everything else, is they're trying to get rid of, as we know, XMR is getting delisted from places. Zeph is harder to find listings for it for certain places because of the privacy aspect of things. And they're moving to privacy, but more coins are still trying to move to the privacy. And I think as people start realize that pretty much every day data sells. That's all people do is try to data mine all the people out there. Your cell phones, Apple, everybody is just trying to get all your information all the time. And eventually people are going to be like, whoa, maybe I had enough of this. And, especially when it comes to currency, which is the number one thing that runs the world pretty much, privacy could become a big thing. I've always been a firm believer of like privacy coins, XMR and stuff. So, these coins like Duro, Zeph, XMR, possibly Spectre, we could see, things happen from the privacy aspect. It's going to be a lot harder for them all because of, the pushback from everybody else. But, we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. Is Spectre pre-mined? I don't think there's any pre-mine or anything in it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to get back to you on that. I think it's a small percentage of the block actually goes to the devs, or goes to the foundation to help support that. It's a very touchy subject. I know it's a very touchy subject when it comes to like pre-mines and this and that. When it comes to coins, is how much of a pre-mine does that have? Obviously the number of the pre-mine does factor into things. Like there's other coins out there where there's a massive pre-mine. Obviously they look bad, but some pre-mine is good, or maybe a select fee of blocks depending on the chain. Now it all depends on what the devs do with it. Now you hear all the time, oh, we have no money, please crowdfund us, give us all your money because we want to get listed. Well, these are the things that technically some pre-mines and things fix. Now it all comes down to the dev. Now everyone always hears pre-mine or this amount is distributed to the dev team or whatever, and all they go, oh, rug pull. Now it'll be rug pulls if the devs decide to rug pull. Obviously that does give them a potential to do so. But a lot of coins that are very successful, they do have pre-mines and stuff, but they use the coins wisely, which means when they need money for a listing, for an example, instead of saying, hey, community, give us all your money so we can get listed, they can sell some of their coins for a listing and put up the collateral and, the liquidity pools and stuff themselves by with those pre-mines, or they can pay their devs to continue working on it. Because obviously if you're working on something and all of a sudden the dev's like, well, I got offered a job, or this happened or that happened, or I can't afford to do this anymore, and he quits, you're losing a teammate to your blockchain. And this is what pre-mines and stuff cover as well. So they are good things and bad things. It all comes down to how the devs of the coins actually utilize those type of pre-mines. But as for Spectre, again, I don't know if it has a pre-mine or not for sure. Is anyone out there know? Let me know in chat. Anyone know if there's a pre-mine or not? No pre-mine? So Frank B. Zagatti says no pre-mine. So yeah, there's no pre-mine going on with that one so far. That's just, I still don't get this. Let's take a look at the roadmap. Let's look at this. 1 block per second, decrease in block rate, 11.75. Current network cap, yeah, only 58. So that's kind of sweet here. Where is the roadmap? So here's the mainnet launched in Q2 of 2024. That was about 2 months ago, I believe. I think 2 months ago is when this actually launched. And we got Spectre X and Rust, which is done. That's their node, so they did that. The Rust node is complete. That's ready to roll. Now they're transitioning to Rust. So this is where they're currently at right now. And it's kind of cool because they're actually, the dev mentioned he is active in his Discord that he is ahead of his roadmap, which is very rare to come by. Usually you see delay after delay. But right now is a transition to full Rust, which means everyone that's currently running nodes and stuff, you're going to want to run the Rust node if you haven't yet, because support for the older nodes, the Golang, is no longer going to be updated. Now, if you're not familiar, or if you are familiar, when I first started this, it was the Golang node, and you had to download a data dir2 directory. It's just the data directory that the mainnet goes into as it downloads the blockchain. And you have to download the latest one in order to keep your node up to date. Now, if you shut your node off for, I think, 2 to 3 days or longer, you would have to download the latest version of the data dir, or your nodes would not sync anymore. So now that it moved to Rust, Rust will sync right from scratch, get going, and they quit support for the data dir. So eventually, if someone shuts off their node and then they want to come back and mine it again, they will not find a latest directory to even get their node syncing anymore, which will be an evolution to move over to Rust, because there's no more updates there. Unless you find somebody, which I would not recommend downloading any files from anybody on the internet, but if you find somebody that has an updated Golang node still because they kept it running, you could use their mainnet file, their data dir directory too, and then your node would run again. But the point is, transition to Rust is really easy, and it syncs itself all by itself, and it makes everything so much easier in the first place. So that's the transition to Rust right now. And then next up is that privacy protocol we were talking about. That's when the integration of the Octa.Space protocol to provide full non-disclosure privacy and anonymous transactions. Now, I still don't know what these signatures are, like Peterson commitments and Algamo signatures. I don't know what that is, but it's a privacy thing, so it's not tracked. So that's coming in with Octa.Space. So it's interesting. A lot of people keep asking me, oh, Rabid just dumped all his coins. He's selling on us. Price is crashing, yada, yada. I still have all my coins, 100%. I even gave them my address to say, no, I didn't. They're sitting right here in my wallet. I haven't sold anything. I'm waiting definitely until Octa.Space releases to see what the end game of the project is, and obviously as it continues. And I feel that any price on any coin right now, unless it's a dead rug pull like Pink Chain and stuff like that, but I know we're seeing lots of ups and downs, especially Radiant, Aletheum, and so on. Zeph has been seen down. It's actually coming back, which is nice. But I think everything between 2021's bull run, when it started to die off, so early 2022, up until the end of this year, is all null and void. That's my opinion. Any price we see, up, down, whatever, null and void. Next year is when we're going to see the tip of the cycle on which bags we have are actually going to be the ones that are paying off. Did we make the right decisions on coin we mined? Did we make the right decisions on maybe swapping from profitable coins to other coins for possible larger gains? All this will come into display next year, I feel, and that's when altcoin season, the major bull run on Bitcoin, and everything will happen just like every other cycle does do. And that's when I think the end game of this cycle will be. So that's usually what I'm hodling the majority of my coins for, is to wait for that, that big season that usually happens at the peak of every 4-year cycle. A lot of people think the 4-year cycle is dead and it's never going to happen. I strongly disagree with that. Oh, it's too easy. Where's the magic money coming from? Where's the money coming from? My honest opinion of that whole situation is, who cares? It happens. That's pretty much how it breaks down. Who cares? We don't have to answer this. People that usually say it's not happening, magic money, there's too much this, too much that going on. That's people that just love to get mind blasted by the news and the governments every day, and they're trying to keep you down in the first place. So pretty much ignore the world. Who cares what's going on? Wait every 4 years, and next year we should see all that magic money come in out of nowhere, like it always does. So that's my 2 cents on the situation. You don't have to disagree with me. This is not financial advice, but that's just my 2 cents on crypto and how it usually always plays out. It pretty much is that easy. Just wait for the right time. And that usually happens every 4 years. So what do we got? Spectre price is $1.34 there? No. I think it's dropping now. It was about to hit $1. I mean, not $1. It was about to hit a cent. It was about to hit 1 cent, and then it dropped. Let's just take a look. Let's go to mining pool stats. So I have it up here. Mining pool stats, where you at? Let's go to SPR here. Spectre. So this is 006. So yeah, it looks like, it must have been having a big crash. It was just before the live stream. I was like, all right, we're about the top 1 cent, but there it is. Huge dump came in there. It was at 0.0099, so there must have been a massive wall here, and now it's down. So obviously maybe that was that large entity decided to take off or something, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. These things happen. It's expected to happen, especially when you have a nice run up like that. I expect that to happen. So, maybe it's dead. Maybe we're done. No more Spectre ever again, or maybe we're just having a little hiccup here, like most Ghost Egg projects do. You got 505 SPR so far. Not sure how many total blocks. So the block reward is 11.75. So let's just do that. Let's take a look here. I'm going to go 505. I'm going to divide this on my calculator by 11.75. You found 42.9 blocks. So technically about 43 blocks is what you found there. Zeph looking tasty. I see first time chat from, what is that? Falafel Pony. I totally butchered that name over on the Twitch store. I apologize. But yeah, Zeph is looking tasty. Let's take a look at that. What's Zeph doing right now? I know it's making a nice comeback. And I never sold any of my coins. I kept all my coins again because you know what? 2025, guys. 2025. We're back up to $4.67. It's up 93%. Nice. If most of you guys are aware, I know a lot of people are saying these coins are dying, but, this whole downward fall was pretty much a misinformation scam going around from some disgruntled Discord mods, I guess, and a Zephyr Swap third-party platform. But nothing, the chain didn't do anything. The dev from the chain, everything is going as it should. Nothing whatsoever was malicious on the Zeph side. It was all third-party people trying to build on Zeph and stuff like that. So as we can see, as Zeph remains at a core strength point in its core, we should see this have a nice rebound. And again, next year, we'll see what the outcome is for this cycle. It's another coin that I'm definitely holding on to. So null and void. Anyone saying anything's dying right now, I feel they really need to wait till next year before we consider what's dead and what's not. There we go. Yusuf Putz is just buy Kaspa, Pepe, Turbo, and retire. Now, Kaspa I could agree with because proof of work. The other two, they're meme coins. Definitely have chances of mooning. Definitely have chances of making you end up without a house. So you got to keep those in mind. I can't promote any type of meme coins. I just can't do it. I feel that's like the lowest part of crypto you could possibly hit. But no, it doesn't mean nothing good or great will happen with them. Hi, Rabid. No problem. Alrighty, sounds good. My own node. Pro tip: don't do that. Don't do what? What? I'm confused. 43 because I accidentally consolidated my wallet. Okay, yeah, that's another big thing. I've been getting that question a lot. Consolidation on your wallet. So this happens on most coins. You guys may or may not be aware of this, but even Bitcoin has the same consolidation problem. Although we're not mining, enough Bitcoin to actually have it be an issue anymore. But Raptorium, anything with a core-based Bitcoin type of wallet and stuff here you're going to see these issues. And what that means is you're going to have if you get a whole bunch of small transactions going to your wallet, it's going to fill up that, it's not a mempool, but it's transaction size or something like that. And then eventually what happens is if you say you mined 100,000 coins and you try to, all of a sudden it pumps like 1,000x, you try to send those coins to the exchange, it's not going to let you because you have so many small transactions in your wallet. And that's where compounding comes in, and it kind of sends those transactions and shrinks them down so you have large lump sums. That allows you the ability to move larger lump sums later on. And it happens on any coin. I think Radiant has the same issue. If you have enough. Remember, it depends on the coin, what they are, but they do have limits on when they hit it. No, Radiant might not have that. I'm not 100% sure, but Raven coin has it. A lot of coins have it, but you're not really seeing them as often now because of the fact that, you're not getting massive amounts of coins like you do when you get early on to change. Once all that hash rate and stuff hits and coin prices going up, you're not seeing as many rewards, so you'd notice it a lot less. But, something like Spectre right now, where the hash isn't really that high, you're getting so many transactions when you're finding blocks, you're going to have to compound your wallet a couple times a day, and it's pretty insane. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up is, a lot of people, it's funny, it's hilarious when network hash rate starts, exploding and stuff. And right away, everyone runs straight to the things. You guys know what I'm talking about? What happened? What's the first thing you guys think of if the hash rate on a coin, was 2x in a couple days or maybe 3x? Oh, yeah, that's right. In this case, because it's CPU coin, oh my gosh, there's GPUs online already. Oh my gosh, there's FPGAs already. Oh my gosh, there's already ASICs online. What the heck? Why? And, you got to step back a bit and take a look at, emissions, things like that. And I did have a post here, if I can find it. But I went through the numbers. So this is with 140, where is it? Kilohash, honestly. Yeah, right here. So here's someone who's asking for hash rates, as we did do that video. But right here, you can see, honestly, the hash rate still isn't that high because, all right, here's responding to someone here. Nobody can crash the price. Probably pumped to center in a couple days. I don't know where it is. Honestly, it's still not. Okay, anyway, point is, someone was saying about the FPGAs and all this stuff online or anywhere. And I broke down the network hash rate based on 145 mega hash at the time. And now I got to find it again. So what that works out to be when the network was at 145 mega hash, that's only 13,809 3900X CPUs worth of hash rate. That's not very many. If you look at a coin like XMR, and this is as of the current hash rate online, it's sitting at 182,222 3900Xs. Zeph is around 80,000 3900Xs, and Cubic is around 100,000 plus 3900Xs worth of hash rate. So even though the hash rate has went like 5x in the past 2 weeks, there's only 13,809 3900Xs online for Spectre. That is not that much hash rate. So, in theory, even though it does look like the hash rate spiked quite a bit, there's not much hardware online compared to a lot of the coins that are out there, and hardware that could slam it even worse. We could see 1 gigahash on top on Spectre very, very easily if the price decides to hit something, and it will all be CPU hardware, not FPGAs, not ASICs, and things like that. So these are also little things we do have to look at, as well as how all those things kind of play out there. All right, what else do we got here? Let's go through the chat. Rabid has 90% of the hash rate and is dumping right as we speak. I am not. I swear I have all my coins. I do have all my coins. I'll even fine. I could open my wallet if you seriously want to see it. Like, it's full in there. You'll not see 1 cent transaction anywhere. What do we got here? Explaining. Just move to the next coin. Keep trading profits. That's the game. Explaining. Thanks for exposing how compounding transaction works. Yeah, no problem. Meme coins make millionaires. That's very true, but for every millionaire made out of a meme coin, there's about 100,000 people that ended up on the street because you stole all their money pretty much. But that's the way it goes, and that's why I don't touch meme coins. I think anyone that promotes meme coins should probably end up in jail, but that's just my 2 cents. Okay, we went through that. Some of my first time mining, and not too much going on in live chat. Oh wait, what's this? At Rabid from Speed Target. This is the full message I'm getting. IBD with headers proof from that IP was unsuccessful. Any suggestions? IP, does it just say warn? Is it just a warn? I get that sometimes. You could try to reboot the PC that's running your node and see if that helps. But I do get that warn message sometimes. The IP is always different, but it comes sometimes, it goes sometimes. I agree, but please buy more web. Oh man, that's hilarious. Meme coins are my casino. Hey, some people love them for sure. Like Pulsar dumping. Is it Pulsar? I haven't looked at Pulsar for a long time either. Pulsar. Minotaur X side. Oh, look at that number. It's 0.000666. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked. Difficulties right down. Something happened. That's weird, just have the difficulty drop. There must have been a fork or something there. Huh. Yeah, this is something I haven't looked at for a long time either. What else we got? So there's some other. Anyway, now that Spectre is kind of hash rate's dropping off here. Let's just do a refresh here, see what it's at. Yeah, 56.9, so still down. So that's kind of good. Obviously, with that big price crash, we'll see if there's a rebound or not. We have no. It's still up 380% in the past week, so that's not too shabby either if you really think about it. But anyway, I wanted to go through a few things here. So when what's it called? Where's Spectre? Was it? Oh, that was in. Is that 70 mega hash? So what was the profitability? Let's just take a look here. When this was 0.099, and we had 140 mega hash online, 140.5. So yeah, that was still 77 cents a day. 140 mega hash online when it was about to hit 1 cent was still 77 cents per 3900X, which isn't too shabby. Not too shabby at all right now. But we're going to update this now. 56.98 based on my spreadsheet. 56.98. So 56.98. Oh man, $1.90. If you're mining it right now, if it hits that price again, in theory, you're making $1.90 right now. So do you spec the crap out of it and hopefully it goes back up to this or higher? That's the name of the game. That is definitely the name of the game. Now imagine if you're mining this. Let's do this. Imagine if you're mining this 2 weeks ago when there's only 20 mega hash online. You probably don't even want to know. $5. So if you're mining this 2 weeks ago when there's only 20 mega hash online, your 3900X at the price that it hit peak today was making $5.17 a day. That is putting my mining farm after power at $239 in 24 hours. Is if I would have sold that earlier today, that's how much my farm would have made from mining 2 weeks ago per day. That is insane. That's the love about a lot of the spec crap, where if it goes up, awesome. If it doesn't, then we lose out on all of it. But you just never know. And actually 2.5 weeks ago, this was only 11 mega hash. So that was $9 a day. $453 before power is what my farm was making 3 weeks ago mining this coin when there's no hash rate online. That is insane. That is absolutely an insane amount. A single 3900X was getting 915 coins in 24 hours. Crazy, crazy. Anyway, we're going to update this now to exactly where we are right now, just to have a look. 57.39, 57.39, 57.39. And then the current price is, what do they got here? 0069. 0069. Bam. So it's only paying out $164 per day. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. It's $10,000 per day right now. So that's not right, is it? Whoa. I got something messed up here. Let's say 10.5 is 10.5. Oh, I didn't change the price. I was like, what's going on here? Why is it still almost $2 a day here for profitability? I got to change this to the proper price here. I'm like, what is happening? Why is it still making so much money? So what are we at? 0069. Okay, let's do this. 0069. There we go. That's still $1.30? Holy crap, we're still at $1.30 a day on a single 3900X. That's not too shabby. 65 days for the farm, 65 for the farm, 46 after power for my farm. So not too shabby here. But the thing I wanted to look at, though, is the one thing that was making a bit more when it hit 145 terahash, even though it was kind of close, was that dual mining. Dual mining. You guys know about dual CPU mining? It's kind of like ZIL mining. But let's explain how you would calculate the profitability here. So I'm referring to Epic Cache right here. Now, that doesn't have much cell volume daily. It runs on the RandomX algorithm. And you could dual mine Epic Cache with any other coin that SRB miner supports. So you could mine Epic Cache plus Zeph, Epic Cache plus XMR, Epic Cache plus Kyla coin. You can do this on a CPU, and it's not stealing any extra resources from the way Epic Cache works and the way SRB miners dual mining or multi-mining mode works or whatever. So let me just explain how Epic Cache works so you kind of understand this. And I've been meaning to make a how to mine Epic Cache forever. I still haven't got around to it. I can't just show you my flight sheet because you put your passwords and your login to the pool info in your flight sheet. That's how you make your actual account to the pool. So then you guys would get all my information. You'd steal all my funds, and that wouldn't be a good day. So I'm going to have to, blur everything or make a test one or something. But the point is here, Epic Cache runs on a couple different algorithms. As you can not see right here. Can I find one? Right here. So as you can see here, Epic Cache has a ProgPow for GPUs, a Cuckoo for ASICs, and the RandomX for CPUs. Now, these two right here, RandomX and ProgPow, they both run 48% of the time. So 48% of the time you're mining that, and then you only have 4% going into the ASIC side. So the ASICs don't really see rounds very much. So for 96% of the time, you're mining a different coin on an ASIC, which is Cuckoo for this matter. But when it comes to GPUs or even CPUs, I've never tried the GPU side because ProgPow uses way too much power. It's pretty much like Kapow, so I just stay away from it and I hate it. But the RandomX side, 48% of the time you're going to be mining Epic Cache, which is like ZIL mining. For ZIL, you know your Ethash ASICs, GPUs, if you're still using that, which you should probably have ASICs for it at this point. But when you're doing that with your Apollos, Jazz miners, and so on, if it's compatible with ZIL, what it does is it's mining your main coin you have it pointed at, then it points to ZIL for 1 minute out of every hour. That's just a small percentage that ZIL actually mines on proof of work. Now, this is 48% of the time, which means for 52% of the time, your CPU, if you don't set it up right, will just be sitting there idle, not doing anything. And that's where SRB miners multi-mode comes in. As soon as that Epic round is done, it'll swap over into the other coin that you want to mine. So in this case, I don't know how often it switches, if it's every 1 block, every 2 blocks, every 5, or so on. But what happens here is, say it's gonna mine Epic Cache for 1 to 5 minutes, and then it's going to move to the next coin until it runs through the GPU algo again, the ASIC algo, and then comes back to CPU, and then it'll kick on Epic again. Overall, through 24 hours, 48% of the time, it is going to be mining Epic Cache, and 52% of the time, it's going to be mining another coin. So that's what leads us into this. So if we look at the current network conditions, 49.6 cents on Epic Cache right now. Let's go into Epic, 49. Oh, it went up a bit, so 49.2 cents. Is that what it was? 49.6. 49.6. And it's the same hash rate because it's RandomX as XMR. We have the current network conditions is 9.97 right now. So let's go 97. And I have the block rewards reduction. There's only 1150 coins per day going to that. It's a lot more. It's over double more because of the other algorithm. But this is how much will be going to CPUs every 24 hours. Not 13.5 on a 3900X. You're making 77 cents right now on Epic Cache. Now remember, 52% you're going to be mining a different coin. So that's where we look at something like, say, Zephyr. Let's look at Zephyr right now. We're coming into Zephyr. We're going to be mining Zeph now. Let's take a look at its profitability. So we've gotten 987 megahash right now on Zeph, 987. So we're going to drop this down because it's not at a gigahash. So 987. All right, so we're at 987 with the current price of 464. 464. So you can see if you're mining Zeph directly, you'd be getting 44 cents. Now, because we're mining it at 52% of the time, we're going to cut this in half. So 22 cents. It's going to be a bit more. It might be 23 cents. But I'm just going to go straight 50%, even though we're going to be mining at 2% longer. Let's say 22 cents. So now we're going to add Epic Cash 44. Is that where it is? Yeah, 44 cents plus the 22 cents. That works us out to be 66 cents a day. Dual mining those coins. Now that's still lower than what obviously Spectre is now, but when Spectre did hit that hash rate spike, dual mining Epic Cash plus Zeph was looking better. Now we can also look at Kyla coin. You know, remember, you compare the second main coin up with anything SRB miner supports, and they do support Kyla coin. So let's just see what Kyla coin could be like. This could also save a little bit on power as well, because Kyla coin is more efficient than RandomX. So 2.10 mega hash. Let's see what Kyla coin's at. 2.10. So 210 here. Current price of Kyla coin is sitting at about 55.27. 55.27. And now, so that's making 41 cents. So it's pretty close to Zeph. You actually might be making more after power because it's more of an efficient algorithm. So Kyla coin may be a better option, but obviously you take in your Epic Cash now at 77, tack on, say, another 20 cents here. So now we're at, is that right? Epic Cash. Oh, yeah. Why did I say something wrong before? So, yeah, this is 77 cents. So, Zeph would have been more than this. So, we're at 77, tacking another 20 cents. 7, so 8, 9. So, we're at 97 cents. 97 cents per 3900X right now, mining Epic Cash plus Spectre. Now, what was Zeph at now? 44. So, 22. So, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. So 99 cents. So you're about at $1 a day with Epic plus freaking Zeph right now per 3900X. So that's another way, you know, you can kind of take a look and peek at things. Oh no, did you guys not even see what I was showing here? No, you couldn't. I didn't have my thing right. Crap. Now you can see the probability here because I just looked at my other screen and saw that it was showing the wrong one. So let's look at this again. Epic Cash, you can see now, is making 44 cents. For 48% of the time, where we also are Epic Cash. That's what I messed up. I was thinking 44 cents because I was clicking on freaking QRL. So Epic Cash is 77 cents. Oh my gosh, I'm just totally confusing you guys right now, aren't I? I apologize for that. So Epic Cash is 77 cents per day at 48% of the time it's mining. Then 52% of the time we're mining one of these other coins. And here we can see Zeph is at, where are we at? Zeph is at 44 cents. Per day, so cut that in half. 50% is extra 22 cents onto your 77, and Kyla coin right now is sitting at 41 cents, so add another 20 cents basically as well to your Epic Cash, and that's how much you're getting dual mining between that on the CPU. So yeah, it's, you know, another way to look at profitability and, you know, coins and stuff on mining and whatever else. Hi Rabid, had no problem. Pulsar dumping past months. Okay, their site different too. At reduced hash rate though, prog power is horrid. Kyla coin mining is awesome. Heat and power wise, how's Cubic doing for Epoch 115? I don't know. I'm not sure what Cubic is either. Anybody on Cubic this week? Like, what's the hash rate on one of your CPUs, GPUs type of operations? I'm not sure how Cubic is doing because I've been rocking some Spectre action. I just built a GPU rig and dumped it in AC back room, making for free. Oh man, you got free power? That is absolutely awesome. F Cubic. Ramblings of a rabid man. Yeah, ramblings. You good then, Josh? We got no 240 volt at office. Oh no. My rig same hash as last week. So same as last week. So what was I? I was at about 3,200 ITs, I think. So let's see what the profitability on Cubic is. Yeah, last week I think I was about 3,200. It might have only been 28. I can't remember now. It wasn't very much. Sure down from the 10,000 it used to be always at. So let's say 32. What would I be at right now? Let's try to find the right one here. Come on. Nope. Yeah, that one I guess would be the closest one. All right, what would I be at profitability right now? We'll just compare this to Spectre. Cubic has been not very profitable for a couple weeks now, at least. $27 a day. I'd be finding 3.8 solutions in theory, hopefully. So maybe 4, maybe 2, maybe 1 if you're lucky. But it looks like the solution rate's low. So I'd be finding 3.8 a day. That is $27 a day. $27 a day. That is horrible. I need at least 19. Oh, it's profitable. It covers my power, but it's not profitable. Let's go back to Spectre, see what it's going to calculate for me. Calculate. So from $27, this is saying $78. So obviously, I'm not mining cubic here. Why would I? You know, if I wanted cubic, I could sell this, buy 3 times more cubic per day than I would be mining it. So, you know, that's always an option. That's an option for everything. But yeah, cubic's not looking too good anymore. It's been pretty rough over there in the world of cubic, especially if they keep changing things. They don't know what they're doing. They want GPUs to get boosted, then they get rid of GPUs. Long term, they want CPUs only, but then they want to try to keep GPUs as long as possible. Then they want to increase their RAM and double their neuron sizes twice. Then your RAM requirements doubled, and then the following week, they remove all requirements needed. Now we're back to default where RAM doesn't even care anymore, and then they're going to double the neurons again. Now we're back to square one because the previous 2 neuron doublings didn't even happen at that point. So they have no idea what's going on, and it's really weird. And you'd think, especially if they want to get into AI and AI training, they would have a standard of what they want, not just change everything. How do you build for an AI platform that has no idea what the heck they're going to do the following week? You can't build for it. It's constantly changing. The only thing you can do is buy the most expensive rig you can possibly think of, load it up with the largest RAM you could possibly think of, and hope one day you actually need that for 1 week. Like, that's pretty much what it comes down to, because the following week, you could probably get away with a 50% less cost rig and hash the same or better. So, yeah, it's just insane. Insane. 4090, yes, I agree. 4090 is the absolute best GPU, especially for GPU miners or anything right now. That thing is a dominant factor for crypto mining. You're going to need those, especially moving forward. The other thing, you know, we got 5000 series right around the corner. I'm definitely kind of pumped for those. It'll be interesting to see how the 5090 does with the memory boost and stuff. That's the only thing that's really keeping the 3000 series kind of okay, is memory type of coins, because when it comes to a core based coin, they cannot compete with a 4090. I always wanted to burn my whole Octaminer X12 full of 3070s, 3060 Ti's, 3090s. I wanted to burn them A2000s because I turn onto a core based coin, like example Kaspa, you know, Pyron, you know, Carlson hash, stuff like that, you know, the core based type of coins, and my 14090 would hash pretty close to the same as 12 freaking GPUs I have in there, and only use like 200 and some watts, where my Octaminer is over 1,000 watts with 12 of those GPUs, and they're only like an extra 50% hash. It's stupid. I shut them down every time. I'm like, all right, I'm going to GPU mine finally. I turn on the 4090, I turn on the Octo rigs. I'm like, Octo rigs, you're not cutting it. See you later. So right now, when it comes to the memory base, that's the only thing that's keeping the 3000 series alive, because the 4000 series didn't get the extra memory speed. They're pretty much exactly the same as the 3000 series, so that keeps it on par. But now the 5000 series is going to come in with a memory bandwidth and increase in speed and faster memory in it as well. We're going to see a larger core in the 5090s, which should be more efficient, a little bit better than the 4090s. We'll see what that does. But they're also going to get that memory boost, which now eliminates all need for a 3000 series GPU, and they're going to get blown away and turned into old Polaris 570. So if you're buying a 3070 for $200, there's no point, because it's not going to be profitable anyway. So what's the point of buying a cheap GPU if it's not going to make you anything? So I am definitely pumped up. I think when I start building up some new rigs for GPU mining coming forward, it's all going to be like 5090s, 5080s possibly. We'll see what kind of happens in pricing and availability, because the scalpers are going to be out like crazy. But that's my 2 cents. It's going to be insane. You mine Zealous with the 3090, but not profitable. Yeah, Zealous in a couple weeks here. I still don't know a direct time frame on that, but they will be forking very soon. If you guys are not familiar with that, Zealous is always supposed to meant to be a CPU and GPU mineable coin to keep the hash rates close. So GPUs are going to be getting a major nerf soon, and CPUs are getting a little bit of buff, but they're going to be pretty close. Like example, like I don't even know any examples yet. I got to go to the testnet and actually test it out to see what they're looking like. They keep changing it till they get the proper tweaking between the two, but there is going to be a massive hash happen on the GPU side of things, and CPUs and GPUs are going to be a lot closer together, like within a couple kilohash, like 1 or 2 kilohash difference, I think. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. Also, it comes down to how much power each one is using for the amount of hash rate that it is, and, you know, what's going to be more efficient than the other, and so on. So we just have to wait for all that to unravel and test and see how it does, but that is happening. That's also going to allow, technically, the network, there's going to be more hardware online. Now you're going to think, oh, I'm going to lose all that. That means I'm going to lose that. Now in theory, it's all based on hardware. It doesn't matter if there's 1,000 GPUs online that do 1 kilohash or 1,000 GPUs online that do 20 mega hash. They're all the same amount of hardware. So in theory, you're going to get the same amount of earnings based on the hardware online. If every GPU is doing 20 mega hash, the difficulty will adjust so that you still have the same proportion of the network. Every GPU is doing 1 kilohash, difficulty will adjust down, and you're still going to proportion to the same amount of hardware online. You're still going to be getting the same amount, type of thing is how that works out. So, you know, all it's really going to do is it's actually going to make it harder on GPUs and CPU farms, because now it's going to open up more hash rate. So now, instead of just competing with GPUs, you're going to be competing with CPUs as well, which does in theory add more decentralization as more people allow to mine a coin, and it does boost security on the coin. So we'll just have to see how that all actually plays out, you know, long term and stuff like that. What to do with 3090? Do you know? Probably sell it, but not financial advice. I don't know. I got 3090, 38. I got an EVGA FTW3 3080. I'll probably never sell it because EVGA is no longer a thing. But when it comes to like 3070s, 3060 Ti's, A2000s, I'm going to pray and hope I can sell them. But at the same time, we might not even see a massive GPU demand. We might see sold out stock on the 5000 series fairly early because of scalpers and stuff definitely wanting to sell, you know, scalp out the latest hardware. You know, they're still trying to scalp out 4090s for stupid prices, but there's no demand on them. It's just that NVIDIA limiting their stock and they're hard to get type of thing. But when it comes to crypto mining, we might not see, we probably most likely won't see a huge demand for GPUs because the profitability is never really going to get that good. Even if like every coin hits its all-time high and goes a bit higher, we're still not going to have the same profitability as ETH was before, you know, when it tanked down to where it was. You know, it's going to be pretty bad. So I don't think we're going to see that big demand. So it's probably going to be harder to sell our GPUs unless we can find some gamer that's like, okay, I really need a GPU right now. You might be able to secondhand one of those over to them. But I think it's going to be a lot harder to get rid of our stuff this time. What do we got here? I have one 3090 Ti, which is exactly half of 4090. That's crazy. And that I know people when the 3090 Ti, a lot of people got wrecked by the 4090. What was it? When did the 4090 release? It was like 3 or 4 months after the 3090 Ti, and the 4090 released either the same price or cheaper. I think it was cheaper than the 3090 Ti. So that was really a big kick to people who bought 3090 Ti's like day one. ETC will pop up. I think all these coins will pop. Like, let's take a look at ETC. I think ETC will go over $100. Let's go to coin market cap here. Like, what was ETC's previous all-time high? Like, I think it's going to get very close to it. If it doesn't hit it, it doesn't hit it, but I think it'll get close to it again. You know, hopefully, obviously, we want new all-time highs on our coins. Yeah, right here. $105 is what ETC hit. So, could we see $100 ETC again? Could we see, $120? I really think so. I think at least $100 is possible for ETC, and hopefully, obviously, it goes more. Right now, it's at $23. So, we technically have a 3 or 4x ETC could bring in for us. So, that's going to be freaking awesome. I think this is going to happen. When did it happen? January, February, March, April, May. And this happened on May. And guess what? May is, and this is when Bitcoin peaked up in here. So again, another thing with altcoin season is a lot of these coins pump before Bitcoin even hits its ultimate all-time high. So you got to keep in around that all our altcoins we have, they'll be done and finished before Bitcoin hits its all-time high. This is where altcoin season doesn't care what Bitcoin's season, Bitcoin bull run is doing. Yes, that brings in all the hype to crypto and stuff again as Bitcoin goes up and it stays up for a long time, but it never peaks usually till, this year might be October if it's a little earlier, but usually it's around November, December of the end of the 4-year cycle. So next year, 2025, October to December, I think is when we'll see the peak of Bitcoin, and all our altcoins will probably be done by the time that happens. So that's why you want to be ready. Some of our coins might be, starting as early as January or February, we could see all-time highs hit on them, and you're going to want to be ready to start, dumping them coins. Unless you're going to hodl for life and want to hold it for another 4-year cycle, that's totally up to you, but that's totally not in my game plan. And again, it's not financial advice. You guys do what you guys see fit. 210. Golden Rigs thinks 210. Bitmain Dow on ETC about 2. You think 250 ETC? That'd be freaking awesome. Ethereum Classic could go over $200. Oh my gosh, that would be absolutely insane. That would be awesome. That'd be amazing. 100%. That'd be absolutely amazing. Now picture this. How much do you think the miners will go up? That's the other thing. When these altcoins start popping off, Bitcoin's in full-fledged bull run. These miners that we're seeing now that, we're calling expensive are going to be about 6 times more. Like, what's a $1,800, $2,000 jazz miner is probably going to turn into anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000. It's going to be insane. And people are going to buy them up because at that point, they're really profitable. But right now, it's like, oh, they're not profitable. That's garbage. It costs too much. We haven't seen anything yet. Remember back when Ethereum was around, A10 Pros, they were selling for $35,000. An A10 Pro, by today's standard, absolutely a horrible miner. You don't want that. It's like, what, 500 mega hash at like 800,000 watts? Now we have jazz miners and stuff that are pulling in a couple giga hash under 1,000 watts. Like, wow, times have changed from 4 years ago. These miners are they're way better. Imagine if you had the current jazz miners back when Ethereum was still a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, like hundreds and thousands of dollars people would be, but again, we didn't have them then, so that sucks. Better off buying CMP 100 to 210 16 gigabytes for that price. Not bad. This could suck. I have 13060 12 gigabyte. We need at least 20x on proof of work coins to be GP mined. Yeah, we need a huge amount. We need a massive amount. Like, there is no one coin that's going to take over for ETH. As much as everybody says this is going to do it, that's going to do it, no coin will do it. I think I have, where's my GPU thing? I have a GPU thing. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, here's let's take a look at these numbers for a second, just to get an idea. So here's Ethereum. I think this was at the peak. Yeah, when it hit $4,500, it was paying $60.4 million to the miners per 24 hours, per day, $60.4 million. Now, this was the price and emissions of Ethereum just before the merge. So, an example of 3070, just before the merge, was making $1.56 per day on Ethereum, and at the peak, it was making $11.84 per 3070 and 3060 Ti. They're both about the same hash rate. But we can see here, $1.56 hash rate was exploded to whatever we had here, a lot. 8.5, 854. I don't even know. I think did we hit petahash here? I can't even remember where it went to, what I have this in. But the point is, when it was down to only 1635, 3 or 4 days before the merge, Ethereum was paying $21.9 million per day. That was making $1.56 per 3070 before power. Now, looking at any coins right now, like let's take Flux for an example. What does Flux need to hit to make 21 million? What's $1,000 Flux look like? 26 million. So if Flux hits $1,000, it's the next Ethereum. Let's try $800. 21. There we go. To equal Ethereum, Flux must hit $800. Same time, there's another halving happening. When is the next halving? Is it in 2 years now still? It's not quite there, I guess. So a couple ways. But then this would have to turn into $1,600 for that to happen. But yeah, so that's not, I don't even know what it says. Put this to $1. It's less than $1 right now, isn't it? Like what other coins I got here? Raven coin. Ravencoins has to hit what? Let's see if Ravencoin hits $1. That's 3.5. Ravencoin hits $5. So $5.20. So Ravencoin pretty much needs to go to about $5.80, $6 Ravencoin to equal Ethereum. Like, these are major gains on coins that aren't going to see these coins. Not this bull cycle for sure. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So what it comes down to, honestly, for GPUs to survive, is you're going to need the latest, most efficient hardware, not garbage 3070s. At this point in time, we're coming next to where the 3000 series is literally garbage for mining and AI and any of that stuff, because the 5000 series with the memboost is going to destroy all these and make them pretty much obsolete in terms of efficiency. So we're going to have to, GPUs are like ASICs at this point. You're going to need the latest models to compete with everyone on the hardware, because there are people with power prices that we cannot compete with. They can run Polaris cards still and be profitable. You know, you can't compete with 3 to 4 cent power as a home miner coming from home. You know, a lot of people don't realize that home miner power is anywhere from like 15 cent or higher. So that profitability just isn't there for anybody. You see everyone, oh, I only got 8 cent power. I'm building out these rigs because it's profitable. But, you know, it's not really profitable for a lot of people, especially on the GPUs out there. So it is really pretty, it is rough. It's very, very rough. And I consider this a reset. We're going to see, you know, a lot of people actually give up on GPUs or not want to upgrade their farms or anything. And then 2029 bull run, we might see GPUs looking pretty good again. We're going to have a couple new gens of hardware by then. A lot of people would finally have given up and, you know, not hold on to hopeless hope, I guess. And that's when we're actually going to see GPUs probably emerge again and become decent in the profitability space. On top of a lot of these coins will be really mature by then. Like Flux and stuff will have, hopefully, you know, most of its stuff live and working and doing things like they keep telling us they're doing, but we never see it. So we'll see. Well, pretty soon we're about to see, you know, a lot of things should be mature by then. You know, GPUs should be back by then, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens. That's my 2 cents. I could be 100% wrong, though. You know, I could be totally wrong on the whole situation. We don't know. Okay, what do we got here? ETC is for the hardcore. How much? Okay, going through here. Better off buying. Okay, we went through all that. POS coins are scams. Yeah, I hate anything proof of stake. You know, people say, oh, you should try this. It's this. It's, you know, 50% proof of work, 50% proof of stake. Or, you know, it's 75% proof of work, 75% proof of stake. And then it's like, oh, I'm like, well, you kind of lost me on the proof of stake side of things. But, yeah. Especially full POS. Cardano, all those things. See you later. Not even looking at you. I don't care what you're doing. Oh, you're the latest meme coin. Yay, big deal. So you got some of the largest scams happening on a centralized chain. Sweet. Can't wait. Where do I sign up? Don't do that. Sorry. I stay away from all that stuff. What am I GPU mining currently? Nothing. They're off again. Sometimes I put my 4090 on the old Salad. I use Salad sometimes. Code Rabid can grant you a 2x boost for a little while. But other than that, you know, I go on Salad on, I turn Salad off, I wait. But most part, all my GPUs are sitting idle, doing nothing, because they can't even cover the power costs on most of these things. And if they do, then it only lasts a day or two, and then, you know, it's done. So it's pretty rough out there. Plus, I don't have the power, so I can only run things that maintain the highest profitability per watt. I do a lot of my calculations in profitability per watt. What is making me the most amount of money per watt of power that I use? And I don't just throw random hardware on. That's why I mine with ASICs. I mine with FPGAs. I mine with CPUs. I mine with GPUs. I mine with hard drives. I mine with everything. But because I only limited to two 30 amp 240 volt breakers, I only have a maximum amount of power of what is that, like 11,000, 12,000 watts or something? So I'm limited to what I can use, so I can only run whatever is making me the most amount of money per watt of power being utilized. And that's where, you know, I cover all sorts of ways to mine crypto, but I usually stick with and run whatever's making the most. So we find a new coin that's on, you know, maybe a GPU. Sweet, we'll talk about it. I'll mine that. I'll shut some CPUs off, maybe an ASIC off, and that's making me the most. It starts to die, I go back to the ASIC, or I turn on the CPU again, or I do whatever is running to whatever is making me the most amount of money per watt of power used, so I can minimize my power cost for the most amount of profit and stuff. So that's what we do. I wish I had free power. If you had free power, you can honestly, anything I ever talk about, you can just ignore, null and void. Buy the cheapest, crappiest junk you can get your hands on. Mine any frickin' coin you want, and you will be profitable because power cost is zero for you. So it doesn't matter what anybody says. You can mine and do whatever the heck you want. You can run AC units, fans, everything. If you don't pay for power, go all out and you will be profitable because you have no expenses really at that point. Maybe infrastructure to upgrade and stuff like that. But when it comes to a miner, your largest expense is your power. So you need to mitigate that as much as you possibly can. And that's where efficiency is huge when it comes to home miners. All right. Bring your rigs into the office. Yeah, I'll send them over there. You got an address? I'll just ship everything over there to Yusuf Putz and he can run everything for free power for me. That'd be nice. Then I could buy the cheapest crap too. Let's do it. I bet you're running those ASICs around the clock right now. Yes, I am. I run everything around the clock. There's always something running around the clock, whatever's making the most. But my Kaspa ASICs, I really believe they're running to the end of its life. The KS1s and KS2s, they're getting very close to not being. They're not going to be on for very much longer. I'm guessing another month or two. But pretty soon they're going to be, unless Kaspa really sees a massive price increase, I'm going to have to shut those down because they are going to be earning less per watt of power than other stuff or expansions or, things like that. So you just got to keep an eye on it and decide what's the next thing to do. RIP Cadena. I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? Cadena, maybe it'll do something. Maybe it won't. I have no idea. We don't know till next year. We won't know until next year. That's what it comes down to. Let's look at KDA. Like, who would have thought KDA would have done what it did last time? Like, look at this. Seriously, look at the price. It is looking exactly the same before this run-up. Oh, sorry. Got a little hiccup thing there. So it's looking exactly the same after this huge run than before the run. So we don't know. This is an altcoin. This is your typical altcoin for altcoin season where right now, this is what we're talking about all these coins. Zeph. We're talking, look at up, down, whatever. But, Zeph, Radiant, Alephium. Yeah, there's a farm selling all. But this is what we're looking at right now. Pretty much compared to when altcoin season comes, we're flatlined. We have no idea. And then all of a sudden, one day, we go kaboom to the moon like this. Look at this. November 2021, altcoin season, 2017, 2021, 2025. This is when this happens. And this is all altcoins do. They don't last, this entire chart like this, like Bitcoin does, Ethereum does. That was another major thing for GPUs is Ethereum did stay high price for like the entire year, like Bitcoin, like a normal bull run, like the Bitcoin bull run. So ETH had that bull run. That was it. Now we're mining these altcoins. And this is all an altcoin does. It doesn't go up and stay up like Bitcoin did and Ethereum did at that point. It goes up and then it goes down and then it's dead for another 4 years. These are what we're mining now. And this is what you have to be ready to hit and wait for. We have no idea. I wouldn't count Cadena out. Sure, obviously, remember those little gold shell miners? When Cadena was in this range here, when it got so profitable because of the spike, they're selling for $4,000. Now they're back down to like $400. And then if Cadena does this again or more, or even half this or something, we're going to see those stupid freaking gold shell little miners back to $4,000 or $5,000 again because the profitability is going to be so high. That's just the difference we see when it comes to these, main bull run cycles type of things. Next year it's going to be crazy. But I think could Cadena do this again? It's very likely that this could happen again. Will it happen again? I don't know if it's actually going to. We're just going to have to wait to see. That's why I say next year we're going to see the coins we have. Are they going to pay off or not? And this is pretty much what we're waiting for is that right there. What other altcoins are out there? Ergo. Let's look at Ergo. It's the same thing. Everything's the same thing. Look at that. Here, flatline, dead, boom, explosion, flatline, dead, boom, explosion. Next year, you know, each time Ergo does it, though, it didn't hit its previous all-time high. But that's why I say all this in here, null and void. Who cares what happens in the bear market and in between each cycle peak? We wait for the altcoin season, and that's where, you know, it just happens. Just like, you know, people that say a lot of times in the comments, where's the magic money come from? No one's going to buy crypto. Crypto's dead. We're not going to have this bull running like we usually do. Well, everyone that, you know, keep thinking that, that's why you miss these. Maybe you're disgruntled and you're just mad at yourself for not listening to anybody, or you just want to turn everybody else off. But the point is, every 4 years, this is what happens. And Ergo's a prime example of showing 2-cycle drama right here. Bam, dead, bam, dead. We just wait for that altcoin season to hit, and out of nowhere, you'll wake up. We have no idea. This is what's going to happen next year. I'm going to play it out word for word, day for day. Actually, not day for day. I don't know. But each month, January, we could see a coin pump. February, we'll see a different coin. March, we could see 1, 2, maybe 3 coins pump, you know, and so on and so on. But it's going to be a different coin. And when that coin is done pumping, it's dead for the next 4 years. If you didn't take your profits, you lost out on that bag. It's going to be over, done. So you're going to wake up and you'll be like, wow, my coin's up 20%. Next day, oh, it's up another 20%. Next day, it's up 40%. Next day, it's going to be up another 5%. Next day, another 10%. Next thing you know, you look over a week, it's up like 2-3x. And then if it pumps for 2 or 3, from 2 weeks to like a month at that solid rate, that's how we get these. Like, look how long this pump was for Ergo here to hit the high. We're at January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So August 1st, and it peaked in the following month. So a solid 1 month pump. We had that little dip here, but we can see it's just straight up for a solid month and then pretty much dead. So if you see your coins really starting to run for 2 weeks to a month, get ready. That is coming up to the peak, especially when it comes out of nowhere. So that's altcoin season. This is what it happens. These are the coins we're mining. We're mining pump and dump coins, and you're going to miss the boat if you don't act fast. That's why, you know, I do suggest if you're a staker, get the heck out of staking. By the end of the year, you should have everything removed from any node company, any type of staking. Have them in your bag and just be ready to send them. Because if you don't, you're going to miss the boat. And that's just what it's coming down to. Anyone says bull run's happening, bull run's this, you know, as a miner, we don't care about the bull run. We care about altcoin season. And that's what's going to happen next year. And it's going to be just coins popping left, right, and center. We don't know which coins they're going to be. We don't know how high they're going to go. But we're just going to hope we have the proper bags and that those ones are the ones that go up. So we'll just have to wait and see. Kaspa will replace fiat everywhere. KDA is a rug. See, Kaspa could sell their latest roadmap and then sell. Let's buy up Kadena miners while they're cheap. You never know. You never know. And then just sell the miners again after. Like I said, Kadena may never see that price again. Kadena may be dead. And we can't really say that because it's all a gamble right now. We won't know until next year, you know, if it's going to rebound or repeat or do it again or not do it. You know, is it going to be dead? But I think after next year, we'll know. If a coin like Kadena doesn't pump again next year, I would definitely consider that 100% dead at that point, because if it did not do that, like, it doesn't have to hit its all-time high. Like, what was its all-time high? $23 to $25. Like, even if it goes to $19, $20, that's a win, and that's a huge jump from where it is right now. It doesn't have to hit the all-time high. We just need some nice couple X's on our coins to really, you know, look nice. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yes, we do. Rabid, Peppy, Turbo, Kaspa. I'm right. Kadena had a good run. What else we got? What do we got going on there in the Twitch there? I see, how's Quebec doing? Okay, we went through that. Exelis plus Zil has been my go-to past 2 months on GPUs. I like Exelis, very efficient algo. You still using Salad? Yes, I still use Salad sometimes. I actually turned it off. I did have it on the past 24 hours, but I'm not getting any jobs. I tried reboots, all sorts of things. I'm just not getting any jobs. It's only been that like $1 a day on my 4090. So it's been pretty sad lately, but we'll just have to wait. I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, I did go. I wanted to get off about 15 minutes ago because I do want to take the little one to the fair again. We went a couple days ago. For Monday, July 1st is Canada Day. So happy Canada Day to everyone out there on July 1st, which is Monday. But it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days, so we're going to miss it all. So, you know, we're not going to do anything. So I thought I'd take her again this week. to the Stampede there in Panoka. And then next week, maybe it's 2 weeks now, we got another fair going on. Because we're in a small town right in the middle of like 4 or 5 towns like Edmonton, Calgary, Panoka, Stettler, Lacombe, and so on. And they all have their fairs at different times. So we usually go to all of them throughout the summer. So she has a lot of fun, obviously. And yeah, so I might take her to the Panoka one again, and she can go on all the rides and have a little fun there. So I'm going to wrap this one up now, guys. I do appreciate everyone for showing up. I will see you all again tomorrow for our AMA. Hopefully we see some Spectre increase in price again. That would be awesome. But thank you for coming out. I will see you all in the next one.
Rabid out.